What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another reaction video for you guys, but before we hop into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you like the content, share and like the video, and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. All right, so we're gonna hop into this video. So this video is talking about how so many Americans are struggling financially due to this economy, and also why men are pulling back on the dating scene because it's too expensive. So I want to get into this video. I definitely want to get your thoughts in the comments below, so make sure you comment in the comment section. I want to hear what you have to say, but let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we go.
So this is how I get ready for bed in the back of my truck.
The cost of living in this country is currently, it is currently unsustainable.
Bro, if I knew how bad the economy was going to be up to date, I wouldn't have been riding no bikes, playing no video games. I would have bought a house when I was 10.
Can somebody tell me why these chicken wings $30.80 for 10 of them?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm over these prices on everything.
Recently, it just came to my notice that a lot of men don't like going on a date anymore. Men don't like to take women out, and women are not happy with that. So my sister, I am here to clarify the whole situation. The reason why men don't like going on a date anymore is because cost of living has went up. And when you ask an average woman, what do you want us to do? The only thing they will recommend is restaurant. That is the fact.
This is a very interesting point, you know, and I think because we have so many women who are expecting these expensive dates from men, not realizing that things are much more expensive now. And, you know, even if you have money saved or if you make a decent amount of money, you still have to consider bills and your future and things of that nature. So people tend to become a little bit more frugal as prices go up. You start to focus on the things that are necessary versus the wants. So I think when it comes to dating, that is more of something that's more of a want when you take a woman out on a date, because that is not a necessity for your life. And so I think people are more cautious about their spending habits when the economy changes, when prices go up. You know what I mean? You have to be a little bit more concerned about your finances and more, I wouldn't say frugal, but you have to be more aware of what you're spending your money on, because if people are losing jobs and if things are becoming more and more expensive, you have to be aware of that, and you have to be cautious of how you're spending. You know, you can't just spend all willy-nilly, because you have to make sure that you have money for, you know, a rainy day, that you're budgeting your money wisely. And this is not about being broke. It's about being smart and being fiscally responsible with your resources. And so I think when it comes to dating, I think there could definitely be that could be the reason, part of the reason why a lot of men are refusing to take women out, because women are expecting expensive dates. And nowadays they're talking about a date should be anywhere between $200 and $300. So if that is the case, and if that's the expectation for most women, I could see why men would push back from that and save their coins, because they have much more, things to be responsible for and have to be more, mindful of how they're spending their money, especially if times get hard. You know what I mean? So that's something that women need to focus on and pay attention to, that a man is not going to just go broke just to date you. He would probably much rather maybe cook at his house or cook at home, or, go for those coffee dates that we like to talk about, or walk in the park, something that doesn't, take a lot out of his pocket, because he's being responsible with his resources because of the cost of living and because of the economy and how things are looking, when it's uncertain if you're going to have a job, or, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's smart to do that, but a lot of women don't see it that way, or even maybe not even think about it. But hopefully this video will help you see where men are coming from, and maybe why they're declining these dates and they're not going out as much, and they're not spending money just irresponsibly, because they have to think about their futures. Let's continue.
Restaurant, they want to go there and eat free food. And who is paying for this free food? Men. Cost of living has went up. Rents are expensive. Food are expensive. So my sister, the earlier you know this, the better for you.
Here go my weekly haul right here. And I got 2 cases of water. That's it. And it was $114. Can you believe this?
I just left from Walmart. I spent almost $200 on nothing.
Somebody, the president, I don't know, Congress, somebody needs to address this issue because I'm about to crash out. I'm trying to understand why I got 5 tacos from my local taco shop here in Dallas, Texas, and the tacos end up being damn near $30.
Yeah, food prices are getting expensive, and people are feeling the pinch. People are feeling it. Everything is going up. The car insurance, mortgages, food prices, gas, everything is going up. So everything is becoming more and more expensive. And so now you gotta work harder just to stay afloat. And a lot of Americans are feeling it. And something needs to be done about it. But if we're talking about dating now, dating is an extra expense that you don't need. When it comes to dating, that's something that you don't have to do. That is something that's an afterthought nowadays. And so when I see videos of women complaining about, oh, men don't want to date anymore, they don't want to take us out, they just want to do the bare minimum. Well, you got to think about how much it costs to take y'all out on a date. See, y'all, if you don't have to pay for the dates, it's not of your concern. Because you don't have to come out of your pocket when you got rent due, you got car note due, you have insurance, you have to buy groceries for y'all kids and all of that. You're not thinking about what it's costing these men to take y'all out. And then a lot of these women are just extra, and you feel like the man is doing a bare minimum, but no, it's just that things are expensive. And the majority of people living in this country are not rich. Y'all are walking around like men are rich, but y'all can't spend $300 on a date yourselves. If you really want to go on a date with a guy, then you come out of your pocket with $300 and pay for the date. If it's not that much, and if it's such the bare minimum, why is it difficult for y'all to do it? See, when you flip the tables, a lot of women don't want to do what they're asking the men to do, but y'all not considering what's happening in this economy. You're not considering anything because y'all don't care. Well, if he ain't got the money to spend, he shouldn't be dating. Well, y'all don't have the money to spend, so should y'all be dating? If you know you can't spend $300 on a date, then you shouldn't be dating. But shouldn't we understand what's going on and understand where men and women are coming from? That, hey, we're all looking at these prices going up. We're all having to kind of take it back a notch and not just spend your money on foolishness, because the future is uncertain. If anybody should know that, Black women should know it, seeing as a lot of you lost your jobs. So you should understand what is going on when so many of you have lost jobs, that your future is uncertain and you don't know where you're going to get your next rent money from and your car note money from and how you're going to make it. So you should understand that. But we have a lot of women who are entitled and don't care to think about what the man is going through, but they want them to be, you want everybody to be empathetic to what you're going through. But listen, everybody is feeling it. The majority of us, a lot of people in this country are feeling this expensive economy. I just think we all need to have empathy for each other and understand what's going on and be empathetic, but also, since the guy in the video brought up the dating aspect, I think women need to understand that the economy is affecting everybody, that people just don't have all this discretionary income to just blow on dates. That's the last thing that they need to do. People are working harder, but their money is not going as far. So that means you have to start saving. You have to make sure that you're spending your money wisely and that you're not just blowing it. And so I think if you're out here still trying to date in this economy, it would make sense for you to, say, hey, if we're going to go out, hey, I think the women should offer the coffee dates. You should offer a walk in the park. You should offer dates that don't go to a museum. It doesn't cost much to do stuff like that. Me and my husband just went to the museum for our anniversary, and it was very nice. And it didn't cost a lot. I think the women should offer dates like that don't cost a lot, to show that you understand that you're not trying to just rob these men blind, and that you understand that we're in an economy that is affecting everyone. Even if you have money, you still don't want to blow your money. You still know and understand that you have to preserve your money. That just because you have money, your money is not there for you to blow, that it has to last you and you have to maintain it. See, people who have a lot of money understand that. And what looks like them blowing their money to you is really not. Because they have budgets and they have a certain amount of money that they will spend, because they don't want to just spend everything that they work hard for too. They have to budget their money as well. And I just want people to understand, just because you see people who are supposedly rich or whatever, they still have budgets. They just can't just spend all their money, because then they won't have any. So I think it makes sense to find a man who understands, and prioritizes his finances in a way that will be beneficial for y'all 10, 15, 20, 30 years down the line, and not just spend it all today as if there's no tomorrow. So listen, what do you guys think about this economy? What do you think about people struggling to just feed themselves? What's your thoughts on people actually having a hard time with the cost of living just constantly going up, and people are losing their income? What's your thoughts on it? I want you to chime in the comments below. I want to hear what you have to say about this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.